Hi, girls, and welcome back to Self Care for Black Girls, a podcast where we relax, sip tea, and chat about bettering ourselves as black girls. I'm BB, and I'll be helping guide you to make better choices in your daily lives. All right, so you guys, I'm on fall break, which means time to record some more episodes. I don't think I have any big announcements. No, so back to today's episode. Today's episode is going to be the final episode of the 4-part ways to glow mentally. Um, if you want to go back and listen to parts 1, 2, and 3, there are episodes 24, 26, and 28. So if you want to hear the first 4 parts, you can go back and listen to those episodes. But for those of you who are jumping in at this episode, hi, welcome to the podcast. And this mini series was me giving you all 7 different ways each episode to glow up mentally. So if you're interested in that, then you're more than welcome to stay. If not, you can I have other episodes on different things. So find one that fits what you want to know. But without further ado, let's get on to the first tip. The first thing that you could do to, help glow up mentally is to do what you love often. This is very important. It doesn't sound like something that could help you mentally at first thought, but if you think about it, it really will help you, because a lot of people, including me, get so busy with life, school, work, different family functions and whatnot, and they don't get to do a lot of the things that they want to or that they love to do. So, if you're trying to balance all that stuff, mentally, it can be draining. So, go out, and if you love to eat, go to your favorite restaurant. If you like to ride bikes, find the nearest trail to from your house and go ride a bike down the trail. Do something that you love and that you feel happy doing. The next thing is to say no when you want to, and don't be a pushover. I guess this is pretty much self-explanatory. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Because, oops, sorry. If you don't want to, you don't want to be forced to do something that you don't want to do or that you don't like to do. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to take part in it, say no and don't do it. Don't feel peer pressure, or don't let peer pressure or the fact that everybody else is doing it and you're not, make your decision. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Simple as that. Say no and go do something else. Period. The next thing is to get to know yourself. This can kind of go back to doing something that you love. And then it doesn't have to be. It could be finding something that you love. You going to an art class and you're like, oh, I really like drawing or painting or sketching. Even, yeah. You could find, go meditate, do something. I don't want to say spontaneous, but do something spontaneous that you would never do, and see if you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you like it, make make time for it. So go do stuff to so you can learn about yourself, what you do and don't like, stuff like that. The next tip that I have is to read a good book, or some good books. It doesn't have to be one. Go to the bookstore or the library. Do a Google search. I'm pretty sure there are tons of quizzes that you can take that are like BuzzFeed quizzes. and they could suggest a genre or a book that you may like based on, your answers to the question. That's a way to start. Or you could go to bookstore, library, ask for recommendations for a book or something like that. But read. Reading expands your vocabulary. It opens your mind to different perspectives on things and all that good stuff that is good for your mental. Yeah, so go find out some good books, and if you all have any book suggestions, I am open to them, because I need to find either a new series or a new book or something to read. I miss reading, and I don't get to do it often, and I don't have time to look up books on my own. So if you guys want to help me out, let me know some good book suggestions. The next thing is to chat with new people and learn from, their background, their experience, and stuff like that. Everybody's different. Everybody grew up differently. Everybody learned to do stuff differently. Everybody makes mistakes. We're human. So, meeting new people and learning, how they grew up, how they do certain things, cultural things that you in your culture wouldn't know. Or maybe there's some things about your own culture that you don't know, that you may want to go out and learn about and stuff like that. And not only is it good for learning about different cultures or your own, you're meeting new people. And meeting new people is always a good thing, because you never know what that person has to offer you and what you have to offer that person, So go out and meet new people, learn about, their background, their culture, and all that fun stuff. That's how friends are made, people. Go out and meet people. The next thing that I have is to stop being afraid to say what you think. This goes back to saying no when you want to and not being a pushover. Don't let people run you over. If you have an opinion about something that could change the outcome of a situation, let it be known, because the last thing we would want is for you and some other people to be in a situation and you know better than what everybody else is about to do, and you don't say anything, and now you possibly and all those other people are in a worse predicament than where y'all started. Or you could just be in, it could just be a discussion, a class discussion or something in a work meeting or something, and you're talking about something and you don't feel like that could benefit the company, benefit the class or something like that. Let the professor, your boss, supervisor, whoever the person is, let them know. Your coworkers, the people in your group, the people in your class, let them know, so because you don't want to suffer because you didn't speak your mind, because maybe you weren't the only person thinking that, and if none of y'all are brave enough to say it, then you and whoever the other people are going to suffer because nobody said anything. So never be afraid to say what you think. Try to say it in a nice way. Don't get out and be rude with it, because then God knows where the situation is gonna go. But just be kind, be respectful, but still say what you have to say, so you're not having to suffer from other people's thoughts and ideas. And then the last one, which is, I guess, the most important one of all, 28 of these tips that I've given you over these past 4 episodes, is to always be yourself. Don't let anybody try to change who you are because they don't like you, or try to change how you are because somebody else doesn't like you. If the people that you're hanging around don't like who you are, I think the smart thing to do would be to get rid of them. Cut them off. Excuse me, I think. Cut them off, cut contact with them, because they are trying to shape and mold you after you've already shaped and molded yourself to, where you want to be, how you want people to see you, and whatnot. So you don't want somebody else to come in and try to redo what you've already done to yourself. Or who knows, you may be you may be, in a work in progress, and they're trying to finish molding you the way they want, or they're trying to change the way you act because of whatever pettiness their reasoning is. But stay true to yourself, be you, don't let anybody try to change you, and if they have a problem, cut them off, period. But that's all I have. Thank you all for staying with me on these 4 episodes. um like I said earlier, I don't think I have any announcements, but thank you all for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Thanks for listening this week. If you have any questions, want to share a story, or be featured in our Q&As, send them to me at selfcarebgirl@gmail.com, or submit them on my blog at selfcareblackgirls.com. While you're over there, subscribe and join so you never miss anything. Subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes to help spread the word. You can also donate one time or monthly by clicking on the Patreon link on my blog. There are rewards. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget to stay beautiful.